Hey Space Watchers, and welcome back here from Space-Comm in London. I have now the great pleasure and honor to speak with Dr. Christian Schmierer, the CEO and co-founder of HyImpulse, and he has been on our shows a few times because for a very good reason. Last year, or a year ago, they launched, as you can see here, the first time successfully their suborbital vehicle, and it happened, or it worked at the first try. So that was amazing from Australia. Christian, so congratulations again.
Thank
for
you.
that. What happened in the last 12 months after the successful launch?
We are working, of course, in parallel both on the suborbital rocket development to continue the development, improve the rocket for the next flight, which is upcoming next year. And we also...
On suborbital?
Yeah, suborbital. Okay. And we're also developing our orbital vehicle, SL1, which will use the same propulsion system, the same hybrid engine with paraffin fuel that will launch towards end of 26, beginning of 27. And yeah, major key elements of this is of course the analysis of the first flight. We learned during flight more about our engine data that we could not gather on ground, so it just proved that doing a test flight like this was actually the right decision.
Tell us more about the learnings. So what is it what you can learn from it to say, I mean, because we have seen the result. It has done what it was supposed to do.
Yes.
So what else do you need to know?
Well, we measure, of course, a lot of data, the combustion data, the regression rate of the fuel. We measure also how other materials inside the combustion chamber, at the combustion chamber wall behave, how our injectors behave. And we saw data that was clearly influenced by the flight conditions itself. And so it was not something that we could have tested before on ground.
Okay.
And that was the purpose of the flight, to see how it would behave during the flight. And for example, there are vibrational loads, there is the acceleration that changes the behavior, and that we are now introducing into the new designs of our iterative development process, so that next year we can fly higher with a lighter engine, a lighter rocket, and longer burn duration.
But with payload then, with paying clients as well, or?
Yes, the next flight will hopefully have payloads on board. We are discussing with several customers. It's of course an interesting product to launch microgravity research, but we have also a lot of interest from other segments like technology demonstration and also research for hypersonic technologies, for example.
Okay. So, what is the stage where you are in now as a company with the first test flight? Usually there's another round of investment needed for the development. Where are you on that? Something you can disclose?
Yeah, so we are basically the only private company that launched a rocket last year after PLD Space the year before. Yeah. So there's only 2 of the new startups that have launched. We hope that this year others will join, because the whole industry needs to prove that new space is actually not only promising but also delivering.
Absolutely.
We have delivered the first step, and that we can now use, of course, to close our funding. And of course, the technological progress is also significant, because we can improve the next iterations of our vehicles. And so, the Series A funding round is about to be closed soon, which then will allow us to grow significantly for our SL1 orbital vehicle development. And we're looking this year towards a lot of ground testing again. Yeah. So the next iteration of the engines will be tested late spring, early summer, and we will also develop new things like stage testing will be prepared, and as well as turbopump testing.
So sounds like an exciting summer ahead, but primarily in the lab or at the test stands then.
Correct, that's correct. Yeah, we will build also the next iteration of the suborbital rocket this year, to be launched Q1 next year from SaxaVord Spaceport in UK. And then after that, of course, we have to install all the launch site equipment and infrastructure for the orbital launch.
Great. Thank you very much for this update, Christian.
Thank you,
Good
Thorsten.
luck to you and your team. And with that, SpaceWatch out here from London.